Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to the Final Fantasy XIV video. In this video I'm going to go over the amount of turn-ins that you would need to prep for patch 7.3 new materials, as well as the other materials that you're going to be ultimately needing to stock up on and of course pre-craft for patch 7.3. So next week, which is a Thursday, July 24th, is the second live letter for patch 7.3, which will announce the date, which is going to be August 5th for the patch, because usually it's around 12 to 14 days after the live letter that the patch is released. So you have about a month or so to get as many of these collectibles done for the new material. Now, you're going to be spamming the level 99 collectibles, which is the highest purple scrip item that we can make, because this is going to be the lowest amount that you need. If you go with something like an Endwalker, then you're going to be making double or even triple the amount just to make up for what you need. So you're going to be making 296 turn-ins, which is going to equate to 117 of the new items, which is around 58,500 purple scrips. Now, you can knock that down to 51,260 by number 1, capping out your purple scripts the Sunday before the patch because Monday will be the maintenance, as well as doing your custom delivery client the day of the patch with a bonus, which is 270 times 12, knocking down your amount of turn-ins to 259. Which is not bad. If you do not care or you don't have the time to prep all this, don't worry, the gear that you're going to be making is not going to be useful until 7.4, so you can relax if you do not have the time to prep all this. So ultimately what I ended up doing was I spread out my turn-ins. So I did some of the vitalities, I did some of the stuffed peppers, which was the one I did the most, and then I did some from armorer. Still have like around 80 or 70 more to go, so I have to go collect some materials. Now, the rotation that a friend gave me is what I use, which is Reflect, Waste Not 2, Innovation, 1, 2, 3, 4 Prep Touches, Great Stride, Biogod's Veneration, Groundwork, Immaculate Amend, and 3 Groundworks without any food or pots. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the rotation. So no good or excellence are required for this. And make sure that your retainers are emptied. Get rid of anything that you're not using. If you haven't used it in like a year or two, just vendor it and get rid of it and make room for all your turn-ins. Because I'll show you guys my retainers when I'm done here. So because you need a lot and there's a lot to actually craft, I'm giving you guys at least a month to prepare yourself for this. I believe the crafting tribe will also give you these once per day, and I believe it should be on patch day as well. Just like they did with the bunnies and Endwalker. So basically that is the rotation. Alright, so let's go to my retainers here. I have only 4, so I have very limited space. But if you have more than that, then you're more lucky than I am. So this retainer here, I have the vitalities. Let's put that one in there. Oh, I have no room. But as you can see, I have 26, so it's 27 there. Stuffed peppers, I have 73 in this one and 19 in the other one. This retainer, I think, has the boots. Yeah. So this one I have 47, so I have a lot more to go. So I emptied out my retainers, sold and vendored what I didn't need or I wasn't using, and then I stuffed the collectibles. So I'm going to be stuffing more in the second retainer and then eventually this one here. So I got plenty of room to put more. So because this is a long grind, knocking off half of it now can be very, very helpful. Also, this frees you up to actually do other more important things like the story or making gil when patch 7.3 releases. Now you're probably wondering, what about Materia? Luckily for you guys, you don't have to worry about melding the new gear until 7.4. But if you want to meld it when the gear comes out, you can, but ultimately it's just going to make making the new gear easier with less high quality materials by melding it, and also making the A3 missions and cosmic exploration on the moon that much easier. Plus when 7.31 comes out, most likely that's when the next planet comes out, you can use those melds for those missions as well. But I'll leave that one up to you. I recommend that when you're making these requisite materials for making the scrip turn-ins, make sure you're using your superior spirit bond potion high quality, plus the better crumb pies for spirit bond rate, plus the manuals if you do not have a free company, or if you do have a free company, the spirit bond free company actions. So I'll leave that one up to you. This will make your accessories spirit bond much faster. Your left side will take a little bit longer because it's 720, and what you're making is going to be closer to the 790 accessories, so these will spirit bond much faster. So make sure that you're doing that. If you have a crap ton of battle material laying around, which I believe is kind of dirt cheap on the market board, you can transmute those with Mutamex in hopes to give yourself free materia. Cosmic Exploration also will give you materia, and because the leaf quests have no materials because they give you everything for free, you guys can spam those missions to get free materia, or you can do the roulette wheel with the fortune tickets as well. But I'll leave that one up to you. But make sure you use those spirit bomb potions when you're crafting your materials plus your collectibles. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. Now, if you want to make your life that much easier, you guys can just skip the main hand tools and go for the relic when that comes out. Like I said, you shouldn't need the new gear until 7.4 anyway, so this is going to cut down on materials, which is going to be down to 84. This way you guys can do less turn-ins, which is 213. If you do the custom deliveries plus max out your scripts beforehand, that's 176 turn-ins, cutting that down even further. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the culinarian main hand tool plus the alchemist. This is why I have the fully crafted set that I'm going to be making a video on. And then I'm going to be doing one when the cosmic tools get upgraded, and then I'm going to be making another one with scrip gear only. But of course that's still going to be with the 690 accessories, so I'll be making 3 different videos when 7.3 comes out. So what you guys want to do is going to be up to you. This also is going to cut down on materia melding because you don't have to do 8 different main hand tools and 3 different main hand gatherer tools. And the last 2 items you guys should be stocking up on. One is going to be the condensed solution. You just need 117 to make the gear for yourself, and then other than that is basically liquid for either selling or making gear for other people, friends, alts, or whatever. The other thing that you need to stock up on is going to be the gatherable items, the octahedrite, the rhodochrosite, the cordia logs, the coffee, and the pigments. As for the materials that you need to craft, you need at least 17 rhodochrosite, 39 cordia logs, I believe 74 octahedrite nuggets, 28 of the cloth, and 29 of the leathers. But make sure you go a little bit overboard because this is based off Endwalker recipes. So you might need a little bit more because we don't know what makes what in 7.3. So make sure you go a little bit overboard. Plus you guys got a month to grab as much heliometry tomestones for your activities as possible. The occult crescent I think gives you like 20 or 10 each for each critical encounter and stuff like that, so utilize that as humanly possible. But make sure you do your roulettes as well. Or if you have enough gil, buy the stuff off the market board. Easy enough as that. But I also have other prep guides from earlier on in the year that you guys can utilize. For more information, I will be doing one last ditch prep guide after the live letter next week. And also will be doing one for gatherers as well, because you also can stock up on turn-ins for gatherers for the new Aether Sand, because you're going to be needing that as well. But that'll be for the next video. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and have fun. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And the extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead.